Ah, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Wednesday Night Live. How has your hump day been? I hope it's been good. And I am absolutely on the verge of orgasmic joy at the prospect of spending this hour with you as we plod on through until midnight. And we wave away Wednesday and we welcome in Thursday with all of the promise that brings. And we will be doing so in the company of our perennial pals, a matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete, of course, with their firstborn. Uh, no action tonight for Two-Ton Ted the Tentington or indeed the Netty Petty Pisspot. However, Sean's box is in for a right old pounding. And of course, we've got the portable community electronic telephonic device upon which you could, some would argue should, and somebody just has, leave a voice note. So that's all wonderful, isn't it? And oh, I'm so glad to be joined by you. Isn't it cold? Isn't it cold? Heating's on, mate. Heating's on. No buggering about. It's all right during the day, but at night it's getting bleeding chilly in it. It's getting bleeding chilly. So we can talk about anything you like, as usual. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How did you sleep last night? And of course, what have you been eating today? Oh, and a random one. Um, are any of you like watching the fallout of oh, what's it called? Big channel. What's it called? What's it called? Rate My Takeaway. Anybody been keeping an eye on that little or not so little saga? Interesting, isn't it? You never know what like. Oh, hello. Oh God. Oh, excuse me. You never know what can lie behind a YouTube channel, but but yeah. Oh, and I can see that you're already starting to talk about that. So, yeah, right, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and in other news, uh, can't get me worms out. I can't get me worms out. You channel members, daily diaries starting again. Yep, you've got a daily diary coming tomorrow. Don't get excited. It's not much. It's the normal driving to work rambling. But at least it's something. At least it's something. I'm trying to get back into the habit of being a semi-proper YouTubist and actually putting content up there. After oh yeah, I got a bit lazy after the accident, didn't I? Anyway, there we are. So there we are. Yeah, that's what we can talk about tonight, and anything else you please. I'm going to see who we've got with us and what you've got to say for yourselves, but not until I've had a goodly slurp of my wine. The new wine. We're back to the other one. The previous wine, which was here. I drained the last one last night. I've been on that for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's been an offer. But the offer changed. That is no longer on offer. And this one, the Rioja Blanco, is on offer. So we're back on this, and I've forgotten what it tastes like. So let's give it a go, shall we? Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Don't be taken unawares. Keep those hands on those halfpennies. Right. And above all, to each and every one of you, with all of my love and gratitude for your company, get stuffed. Thank you. Right, here we go. Hmm. Oh, oh. It's a lot earthier than the other one. It's a lot earthier than the Pinot Grigio. It's a little bit of an acquired taste, I think. The first hit on the palate, I thought, well, that's just nowhere near as nice, is it? But then as it rumbles around the rest of the palate, there's a real earthiness in it. There's a depth to it that the Pinot Grigio hasn't got. The Pinot Grigio has got a very nice immediate finish, but this stuff kind of lingers and yeah, it's definitely got more depth to it. Listen to me pretending I know what the bloody hell I'm talking about. Right, let's see who we've got with us then, shall we? I will go back as far as I can. Obviously, a load of your comments will have already fallen off and are falling off as I speak. But with us tonight, in no particular order of merit or entrance, we have Stew 69 Fouquet, Corrie, Edit Queen, Tonic 110, Steve Cole, Mystic Hair, Peter P. Yep. Oh, and Peter P had a lovely mascarpone and fig gelato at the beach. Oh, good for you. Who else have we got? Ah, Niska joins us. Hey to you all. Hello to you, Niska. God, a finished beach. Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, is with us, and she is broken. Various painful ailments. Doctors say she's to not stand up a lot, but apparently that's not likely with 4 kids. And she's got a mysterious lump that's got to get scanned. Well, yeah, I have some experience with mysterious lumps. So aside from that, it's all good, says Emma. Well, we all wish you, we all hope that the lump is nothing of any consequence and that you just feel a lot better very soon. Kegon One is with us. Good evening to you. Nigel is here, 00 Garage. Hello, mate. How's things? I'll just hobble about, says Emma, and try not to think about my lump. I'm used to having lumps, but this is different. Ah, yes, it's not that kind of lump, is it? I think the bed at the Grand Hotel gave me the lump. It was like sleeping on a brick. Oh, it's got a lot to answer for, the Grand Hotel. Yeah, it's very different. Very different. It's a lot more rustic. It's like going from, I mean, they're both a dry wine. This is slightly drier than Pinot. But it's like going from a nicely finished upper class thing to a more rough and ready peasant like but robust thing. It's not unpleasant. It's still not as good as it used to be. When they changed the year or whatever it was, it's not as good as it used to be, but there we are. Oh, Andrew Buttigieg is with us. Over Spotty Butty. You don't get Emma lumps on Hubnut, says Richard. Good evening, Richard. Seriously, everybody, we all send you love, Emma, and yeah, and as Nigel says, we all hope it's nothing serious. I'm sure it won't be. Chances are it won't be, of course. Another Emma joins us. Evening, everyone. Evening, Boaty. And Emma hopes that Emma gets better soon. Oh, good, Andrew. You went for your doings. That's good. JB71 is with us. Good evening to you. Mod info, says Emma Lemon. YouTube won't show your messages if they include 69, Nige, or kisses. Is that right? Emma says I'm eating some skips, very tasty. Haven't had these in ages. Oh God, I haven't had any of those for ages either. Years, decades possibly. I didn't used to mind a skip. Mike Potter 37 joins us. Good evening. Oh, and Nigel's the same. He hasn't had skips for years either. Oh, and Emma goes on to say that's why some messages don't show if there isn't a moderator to mod them in. Massive thanks to my two moderators, of course, Matron and the M11. Thank you very much. Yep. Yes, they did do prawn flavour skips. Those are the ones that I used to like, which is odd because I don't like prawns or seafood or anything. I used to quite like prawn cocktail flavour crisps. Do they not do those anymore? Walker's prawn cocktail. And do they not do beef and onion anymore in the brown packet? It's just suddenly occurred to me I haven't seen those for a while. JB71 says hello to everybody and supposes he's got to say hello to me. Well, I appreciate it. Not cold here, says Emma, but then I am at that age. I could do with them being bloody menopausal. Would save me a fortune in gas. Oh, Andrew, really? Oh, dear. Chest x-ray results. Emphysema. Oh, no. Oh, dear, dear, dear. And scar tissue. Blimey. Ooh. You be sensible, mate. You be sensible. And, yeah. How are you doing tonight, Boaty? Asked Emma. I am doing fine. How has work been for you? It's been a quiet night. Last night, super busy. Tonight, super quiet. Tomorrow's going to be busy again. But I'm fine. I had a stonking lie-in this morning. Kind of forced myself to do it. Didn't get up when I was going to get up. Just forced myself to stay in bed and doze and relax and... So I could easily have got up at 8:30, but I didn't. I made myself stay in bed until 11. Got up, had coffee, juice, a lavishly buttered slice of toast, and I've spent all day in the edit suite, darlings. Starting Monday's video, coming together quite nicely. I can report that there are already 2 songs in there, and we're only 15 minutes into the edit. But yeah, I wrote a couple of songs today. And it's coming together all right. I've just got as far as having lunch and the lunch review. Kind of the hardest bit, really. The hardest bit's out of the way. And I'm planning to get the video up for the 1919 slot on Saturday. Not doing it on Sunday morning again. That doesn't work for me. The evening works better for me in terms of initial views. But of course, if you are a channel mumbler with your name in green, you will get a video tomorrow. But it'll just be a daily diary job. Josh Homan joins us. I agree, Steve. September is a bad, muddy funster. Oh, and then we're talking about Rate My Takeaway. Yes, I watched Danny Boaty, says Mystic Hair. Yes, it's a very interesting, the takeaway drama, says Peter P. Richard says he was slowly killing himself rating takeaways, to be honest. Yeah, he's quite a size, isn't he? And he's had a couple of strokes now as well, which isn't great, is it? But it was interesting to watch his reveal video on his Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire channel, kind of naming and shaming, wasn't he? And explaining how the YouTube channel works. I mean, you assume it's him and his channel and all of that. And to all intents and purposes, he was just a paid presenter, wasn't he? I mean, he shouldn't have been, but that's the way they've treated him. I wonder how many other channels are like that and you don't know about it. You assume it's just the guy you see on screen, and in fact, it's actually a company, a business with multiple people involved. Interesting. Rate my takeaways over, ain't it? Says Tonic 110. Well, that's the question, isn't it? I mean, it's all still there, isn't it? I think they've lost about 60,000 subscribers. But they can afford to lose subscribers because they were close on 1 million, weren't they? So 30 odd thousand isn't the end of the world. All they've got to do, it's like MasterChef, isn't it? All they've got to do, the two guys behind it, is get another presenter. So it won't be easy because everybody equates the channel with the guy that they see on it. You only see one face. So it won't be easy, but in theory, that's all they've got to do. Change the presenter. Oh, excuse me. What about if I resigned from Boaty's world? Would you still watch if there was if somebody else came on? I'm sure you would. You could still chat to each other, and you might actually get somebody better than me who was worth listening to. Can't believe what they did to Charlie Kirk. I've got no idea who that is. Food news from Alan Simpson, and good evening to you, my dear friend. Today I had stovies, a meat, onion, and potato combination, in rolls with crushed oat cakes and HP sauce. It shouldn't work, but it was epic. Oh, Emma's sending hugs to Andrew. Yeah, absolutely. Nigel's been watching Takeaway Gate as well. He said he's coming back on his own. Yeah, well, I mean, he'd be a fool not to, wouldn't he? He'd be a fool not to. He'd hit the ground running with, he'd probably pick up 250,000 subscribers in his first week, wouldn't he? I mean, all he's got to do is just do exactly the same as he was doing, but rather than just being a paid presenter, he should be the business owner. So, he pays somebody to do the camera work and the editing. Easy. And then just not do anything different at all. It worked. And presumably it worked because of him. The behind the scenes stuff, it wasn't expertly filmed, and it certainly wasn't expertly edited, neither was it expertly marketed. It worked as things do on YouTube because of a bit of luck, a bit of personality, a bit of charisma, whatever. So the other guys, they're going to struggle, but Danny should be absolutely fine. But obviously, both his mental and physical health are concerns, aren't they? Bless him. Comes across as a decent chap, to be fair. Diesel Forever 99 says evening, or good evening, Sean. Then lots of hellos flying around. Matron is with us. I'm boiling tonight. I'm bloody not. I'm freezing. Windows were open and I'm laying in front of the fan. Oh God, you're naked, aren't you, Matron? Oh dear. Matron's naked. Yes, Nigel, she is lying naked in front of the... Matron is naked. God. Shelley Denise, good evening. And to your brother, Shelley the nephew. Haven't been able to join in the lives the past few days. Hope everyone is okay. Some of us aren't brilliant, apparently. But yes, Nigel, absolutely right. We did miss Shelley. Of course we did. Independent Puppy is with us. Hello, Boaty, all in chat. The hedgehogs, candle in the jar, the empty vase, fridge, and white wine. Good evening, Independent Puppy. Oh, lovely to have you here. Emma had some beef and vegetable soup with some bread and butter, and it was quite tasty. And as mentioned, She's now snacking on skips. Independent Puppy also greets the salt and pepper grinders. I love those. I think they're the third ones that I've had on this table in this cottage, but they won't be changed. I adore those. They're perfect. It took me 3 goes to get the ones that I really wanted, but those are bang on. Absolutely lovely. I adore everything about them, quite honestly. Bad Books is with us. Good evening, Mark. Uh, oh, you still got the toothache, Emma? Oh, dear. All the Emilys are in the wars. West Country Mudlarks, good evening to you. Oh, and there's lots of love flying about for everybody who needs it. Emily Crayons, good evening. Oh, this is nice. Oh, bless you all. Oh, we've all got our things, haven't we? And our concerns and our worries and our ailments and oh. Oh, good to know that skips do still taste as good as they always did. Oh, and Walkers still do prawn cocktail. Did they do beef and onion though? That's the question. Right, I've got things pinging in. I should get onto them, shouldn't I? Right, come on, open up for me. Thank you. Open with my face. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that was yesterday. I must have played that. It's not showing as unplayed. So this one, here we go. Here we go.
Hello there, Mr. Boaty.
Hello.
You won't know me, but I'm your emotional support duck's emotional support duck. I come from the Isle of Lewis, a little town called Stornoway, which was named after the famous author R. Stornoway, who wrote the book about sliding down banisters. Now I see your emotional support duck is standing guard over your motorhome, Nettie, and I see that he spends a lot of time on his own. So I thought it might be nice if I came down and lived in the motorhome too and kept him company, because we could have lots of fun together. I know he talks a lot anyway to himself, but he could talk to me too, and we could have lots and lots of fun. Anyway, it may take me a few days to arrive, because I'm coming down on my scooter, and it's very small and very slow. If you would be so kind, on my arrival, it would be very nice to have a nice hot bath, but also a nice big glass of Vimto, because I'm very fond of that. Other thing, I also don't have a name. Less like the emotional support duck, we must have very, very strange parents who must have forgotten to name us. You must think very, very oddly of us. But anyway, it'll be lovely to meet you, lovely to live in Nettie, and lovely to support your emotional support duck by being his emotional support duck, and yours too. Quack.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. My emotional support duck has got an emotional support duck. This is brilliant. These are going to go in all of the videos. Obviously, in the last video, the emotional support duck got its own piece in there. There's another one that is going to go into this video. I haven't got to that point yet, but I will sort the doings, and that's going to go in. The emotional support duck is going to be a regular feature in the Netty videos, and now it's going to be the emotional support duck and the emotional support duck's emotional support duck. This is going to be hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I need to make the most of this. Well, I greatly look forward to meeting my emotional support duck's emotional support duck. Feel free to suggest some names for these wee timorous beasties. Oh god, this is fantastic. Do you know what? And it wouldn't work apart from the accent. It's the accent that makes it work. And I love the fact that the emotional support duck's emotional support duck. The emotional support duck is all deep and Glaswegian and well, probably not Glaswegian. I don't know, but you know, a kind of deep Scottish voice like that. Where is the emotional support duck's emotional support duck? Oh God, that's not Scottish, is it? But it's more lilting. It's more Highlands. It's more. Oh, do you remember that soap opera that used to be on during the day? Take the High Road. Good morning, Morag. It's more that, isn't it? And I love that. Oh, keep those coming, mate. Keep those coming. This is what's going to make this channel successful. You lot, Donald Trump, the emotional support duck, the box poundings from Simone, all of that. Emma with her brilliance. That's what's going to make the difference. Oh my God. I'm so lucky with you lot.
Hiya, Jason. I hope you are well.
Thank you.
Today I was watching a lot of your videos because I had a little accident, fell flat on my face and done my back.
Oh no.
But I watched the one where you went off grid and Van and Nettie completely lost all electricity. And you were saying that you need some sort of power bank.
Yes.
Paul and myself have a power bank which is called Anchor. They're not the cheapest, they're about 500 plus, should we say, but they're great because you charge them at home. You can plug normal plugs into them.
Yeah.
You can also plug USB, Type C plugs, and it's got a light. So I don't know if you've already bought one or if you're still looking at one. If you're looking at them and you've got the money, I'd highly recommend an Anchor.
Right. Well, that's brilliant. Thank you for that. I can answer that one very quickly. I haven't bought one and I haven't got the money and I never will have. So my only option is to try and blag one. So I'm actively trying to blag something from Jackery. I'm half trying with Boaty as well. Now, if I was a bigger channel, I wouldn't have to try. They would be chasing me, but I'm not. So I would need a bit of luck and a following wind. But no, I can't afford to buy one. Yeah, I do need. Well, do I need one? That's wrong, isn't it? I would need one if I wanted to be off grid, and I do, but I don't need to be in a motorhome off grid, if that makes sense. I need food in my belly, a roof over my head, and that's what we need, isn't it? So it's not a question of need; it's a question of what I would like. And yeah, I would love a decent power bank. Jackery put a thing out on their Facebook page saying that they were looking for, product testers, that sort of thing. So in other words, YouTubers. So I replied to it. Haven't heard anything, but you never know. It's worth a try. But realistically, my channel is too small for me to be able to blag anything like that. The only thing I've got is this. The smallest, cheapest thing that Jackery does, and that will charge your mobile phone up. And that's about it, really. Or your tablet or maybe a laptop or something like that. I bought that when it was on a ridiculously good offer earlier this year. I bought it for the tent, not for netting. No real use for it in netting. Yeah, I bought it for tenting and it was on a daft offer. They're 170 quid. And there was the early summer sale, a discount for signing up to this, that, and the other, and a discount for doing something else. And I ended up paying about 50 quid for it, which I put on a credit doings anyway and spread it over, I don't know, however many weeks it was. To do the off-grid stuff reasonably, and certainly to do it in winter. In summer, I got away with it because heat isn't required. Nettie doesn't have a heater. The heater was removed. So for me to do off-grid in winter, which I would love to do, I love the idea of being out there in the peak, in the snow. That would be amazing. I used to watch the videos of the people doing that. But the only way that I could do it would be with a really good power bank, so that I could plug in an electric heater, or get a diesel heater, I suppose. But I don't know how they work, or I wouldn't know how to work them, or I wouldn't know how to do the doings. And I think they pipe into your diesel tank, and Nettie hasn't got a diesel tank. She's petrol, not diesel. So the easiest way around it would be a power bank, but they're expensive things, and I'm never going to have that sort of money. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to blag one from one of the companies. That's the dream, but we'll see. We'll see if it ever happens. But thank you for watching the videos. And yeah, that first night off grid, oh dear. I did learn from it though, and the next time that I went off grid, I did it twice more, didn't I? I wild camped twice more after that first one. The second time I did it was the night I was stalked with Sprinkles and Melanini. And then I did it again, and that was the last one before the accident, wasn't it? Yeah. And I didn't have any issues then, with the electricity. So I know that I can do it in summer. The only problem is the fridge doesn't run on gas. It should do. It's a 3-way fridge, but I can't get it working. So, first world problem, isn't it? Chilling your wine. So I just used a cool box with ice blocks and whatever. But it's just summer only, unless I can get my hands on a power bank so that I can plug some form of heater in. And I hope I do, because I love the idea of wild camping in the winter even more than I love the idea of doing it in the summer. There's something incredibly romantic and exciting about being warm and snug in your van while it's snow and madness outside. That would be fantastic. But at the moment, that can't happen. But you never know. You never know.
Hello there, Boaty.
Hello.
In that box, like your emotional support duck would. But then, if I had emotional support duck, you'd end up in the oven. You're absolute wanker. Bye.
Oh, you can't eat the emotional support duck. I'm sure that would be bad karma, wouldn't it? Right, thank you, Simone. $1, Welsh, plus call. £1. Another £1 towards Malta, darlings. And there are 2 people potentially coming to Malta now. And you are all invited. Remember that. 3, 2, 1, in it goes. Boom. Oh, I'm getting peckish now. I'm looking forward to my supper. Did I tell you what lunch was? I told you about the lavishly buttered slice of toast. Lunch was chicken and mash with beans. It's really good lunch. Picture in the Facebook group. Tonight's going to be staff curry. And tomorrow's lunch is going to be brunch. Tomorrow for my lunch, I am having 3 rashers of bacon, a sausage, eggs, beans, and toast. I'm quite excited about that. Unreasonably excited about it, if I'm honest. But there we are. Andrew says, the doctor told me to stop my nicotine intake, Well, if you've got emphysema, yeah, that really needs to stop because you know we obviously that's somebody up there telling you that those days are over, mate. Those days are over. You just don't. Life is too precious. Oh, Brannigan's, I remember those. Proper thick cut potato crisps, beef and mustard, smoked ham and pickle. Yes, they used to be fabulous. Do they still do those? Right, you've had 37 years of it, Andrew. Time to quit. Time to quit. Seriously. Subject a bit close to my heart because my mum didn't. She decided with emphysema and COPD that she didn't want to give up smoking, and I wish she had. I wish she had. And as you know, I am the world's most enthusiastic smoker. But the moment that I got that news, that would be it. That would be it. They even nicked his van, says Keg on one. That's talking about Danny again, right? My takeaway. Yeah, that's a bit dodgy sounding, isn't it? Haven't seen Danny's videos for years, says Emily Cranes. Hope he's okay. Well, he's not brilliant. He's morbidly obese and he's had 2 strokes and he's had to quit his YouTube channel, which isn't his YouTube channel now, it turns out. But hopefully that will be a turning point for him. You could be replaced with Noel Edmonds, says Mystic Hair, who I've just fallen out with. Wouldn't be the same without you, Boaty. Can't just replace you, says Emma. Oh, bless you. Well, you won't have to because exactly, Peter P. Mystic, go to the pub. Yes, go to the pub. I'm not going anywhere, and there's obviously no business behind me. Bloody hell, they'd be pretty poor. I'd have been replaced in the first month. I'm just me, darlings. I'm just an old fat guy with a damp old cottage in the arse end of nowhere and a motorhome that has seen better days. But, oh God. I'm blessed. Life is wonderful. Since you guys came along, life has been unceasingly wonderful. I keep saying this, but I say it because it's true. Before you guys came along, I would have bad days. I would make sure that they didn't become bad months, but I would have bad days. I might even have had the odd bad week. Since you guys came along, I've never had a bad day because when I've been having a bad day, you guys have turned it round and it's ended up not being a bad day at all. And if I may speak on behalf of any of you who suffer in any way with any kind of mental health issues, whatever they may be, not having a completely bad day is the greatest gift that you could hope to receive. Honestly, it really is. And, please God, you don't you don't recognize this or you don't empathize with it, but I'm sure a lot of you do. And there is nothing bleaker than having a bad day that ends as a bad day, and then you wake up the next morning and it's a bad morning. That's awful, so awful. And praise be, praise be to you, wonderful people. I haven't experienced that. I've had bad days, yeah, but I've never gone to bed with it being a bad night because this. So thank you, and I hope that I hope that everything that you guys do helps those of you who suffer similarly in the same way. Oh, the comments are flying away. No, Boaty, you're unique to YouTube or anywhere, probably in a bad way. Dan, good evening. Emma, I wish your toothache would go away as well. I really do. Oh, bless you, Shelley. That's very kind. Danny Malin is a survivor, says Tonic 110. He will manage. I'm sure he will. I mean, he's, bloody hell. You'd struggle not to manage with the love that he's got going on for him. All he needs to do is to launch a channel which is effectively exactly the same as what he was doing on Rate My Takeaway, and he's sorted. Ah, my friend Victor Steve. Evening all. Just checking in for a few minutes from our first night in Rome. Took the scenic route, no toll roads, from Venice to here over 2 days. And you did it in your 50s, which just goes to prove how wonderful it is to be in your 50s, because you can do things like that. Thanks for checking in, mate. Love to Nikki. And I'm loving seeing and hearing about what you're doing and living vicariously through you. Let's go. My goodness me. Steve didn't ask about. He's not like me. He didn't get a motorhome and just do a night here, a night there, a little bit off grid. He did an off-grid night, a campsite night, and then Europe 1 month. He doesn't ask about that, boy. Alan Simpson says, I'm sure the Naked Matron is a Wetherspoons pub. Probably is. Oh, Mike P, good evening. Hi, everyone. Just trying to get wife to join. Wife? Good evening, wife. I bought a new salt and pepper grinder out here, says Steve. I'll send a picture to Boaty to show you all. Oh. Well, you got to love a salt and pepper grinder. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Oh, Sicilian. Oh, it's a double ender. Oh, no, it's a split in the middle job. Oh, there we are. There you go, darlings. That could do a bit of damage if you went in dry, couldn't it? Dear me. Mr. Boaty's Pottering Lube for all of your... Oh, burp. Excuse me. Oh, dear. Oh, Nettie Kutch. Hello. I've not seen beef and onion crisps for a while, says Emma, but I'm pretty sure they do them still. I used to like beef and onion too. Everybody's saying hello to Nettie Kutch. People are loving the ducks. Does Nettie know about Nettie? Asks Emily, and that is a good question. Right, obviously we were doing the emotional support duck thing at this point because everybody's loving it. Good evening, Roy. Lovely to have you. And Nettie Kutch says, hi everyone. Haha, yes, Emma, it's lovely to have a motorhome named after me. Well, there you are. Nigel says, will the emotional support duck need emotional support though? Probably at some point. The pair of them hold up in Nettie. Bloody hell, this could get complicated, couldn't it? And Emma's asking the same question. More confusing, says JB71. Nettie the motorhome and Nettie Subber. Well, Nettie Subber is Nettie IE, which is how I would spell Nettie, whereas Nettie motorhome is NETTY, which is not how I would have spelled it, but it's how she was spelled when she ended up in my clutches, thankfully. God, I tell you what, I'm so grateful for Nettie. I really am. I really am. God, think back to this time last year. Who knew that was going to happen? And what a difference it's made. It really has. It might not seem like it has, but it really has. I can't tell you the joy that Nettie has brought me and just how committed I am to her. If I was a wealthy man, Nettie would be, whoa. But it's kind of cool that I'm not and that she's not perfect. We'll get there. We will get there with her. Yeah, probably my most precious possession is our Nettie. And we've had some fun with her, haven't we? We've had some fun. And there's loads more to come. There's loads more to come. Who knows what's going to happen? We couldn't have said that this year was going to happen at this time last year. Who knows what will happen next year? Maybe the stars will align. Now I'm allowed to take holidays from work if I can afford to do it. I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic to do a week or 10 days in Scotland, touring Scotland in Nettie? Nettie would be up for it. God knows I would be up for it. I would just need to be able to afford to take 10 days off work, put 10 days worth of petrol into Nettie, some campsite fees, and buy a power bank for when there was no campsite. But it's not totally impossible. All I need to do is come up with a viral video. And, you know, I look at Rate My Takeaway, look at Danny, a fat bloke eating takeaways. Well, I can do that. I'm a fat bloke. I can eat a takeaway and I can film it. I haven't got a cameraman or an editor, but as you will see in the video coming up, I ate takeaway food and filmed it. Maybe I'll be rich beyond my wildest dreams. And then we can go to Scotland for a week or 10 days. You just never know, darlings. You never know. I'm not reading that out. That's outrageous. I suspect the emotional support duck may come from the Fife, judging by his accent, says Alan, who does have some insight. It's got a how do I pronounce this? Cacoldi twang. Hedgehog of Truth question, Boaty from Richard. If you could do a through the keyhole style video of a UK motoring based YouTube channel, who would it be and why? And how insulting would you be with their home decor tastes? Oh, right, motoring YouTuber. Who would it be and why? God. Right, Hedgehog of Truth, it would probably be Harry Metcalf, Harry's Garage. And I wouldn't be scathing at all because I would be full of admiration and probably jealousy. I mean, if I wanted to do a hatchet job, then yeah, I suppose you'd say Hubnut, wouldn't you? You'd say Hubnut and you'd be very scathing and this, that, but that would be no, I'd love to see I'd love to do Harry Metcalf's place, and I'd love to meet him because I think he's an interesting man. I enjoy what he does, and judging from his garage and his farm, I imagine his home would be a very pleasant place to be, and I'd probably have a nice lunch. I don't know what Ian Hubnut's arrangements are, but you couldn't be scathing about that because he's living with his fiance and children, so it'll just be a family home, won't it? There'd be no point in me doing mustard because I've already been to his place and there's nothing to be scathing about. Who else is big YouTube motoring channel? James JM. Well, obviously I've never been there, but Mustard has, and it's just a perfectly normal, nice house. Again, nothing to be scathing about. Yeah, I'd go for Harry Metcalf, and I would just enjoy it. I would just enjoy it. I love his doings. I love the fact that he uses an old school Michelin map. I love his road trips. I love the hotels that he stays in. I love the routes that he takes. I love his cars. Not all of his cars, but yeah, I love. Well, I mean, he's got an Espada. I had an Espada. You gotta love that. I quite like his 911 Turbo, even though it's a car that I don't particularly like. Um, I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with 911s. I've had a few, um, but I like his, and yeah. Anyway, there you go. Power banks, says Simone. I have an EcoFlow. Emotional support duck names from Matron, Myrtle, and Rowan. It's about time you got your tent out, says Steve Cold. Next year. Next year. That's not happening this year. It's too cold. According to the nomadic wizard, you need a dry rope boaty, says Peter P. And yes, I watched that and whisper this. I would quite like one. I would quite like one, actually. And I was schooled. I had no idea what a dry robe was. Carol educated me about dry robe wankers. Apparently, it's a thing. There's a Facebook group about them. But I would quite like one. I remember the orange Jackery one that Boaty has, a nice little size for laptops and phones, etc. Says Sean. Yeah, it's lovely, but yeah, not much cop for the old off griddy. Has Mr. Paddy called in lately? No, we've not heard from Mr. Paddy for ages. Good point, Shelley. Hope it's okay. You need a 5 kilowatt diesel heater installed in Netty. Right. Possibly I do. I wouldn't know how to make that happen. Do diesel heaters have a glow plug? No idea. Easy to install, says Dan, and you have a separate tank for red diesel. Oh. Okay, that sounds sorry. Oh, it's all going off now. Yeah, some come with a fuel tank on them and you fill it with a small fuel can. Well, maybe that might be possible. There is a space in Netty where her heater used to be, and presumably that would have been vented and whatnot. So maybe a diesel heater could go in there. I just need somebody to. It's a mint bit of warm, and diesel heaters are quite cheap, says Dan. I know you can buy them quite cheaply. I would just need somebody who knew how they worked and how to fit them and all of that kind of thing. Oh God, I remember paraffin heaters as a kid as well, and the Calagas freestanding ones. Where are we at time-wise? Time, oh God, time to start saying your good nights and time to start whizzing through. Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I feel all of that. All of that I feel. Oh God, do you, Dan? Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Sean. Oh, bless you all. Oh, there's a bit of pain in the community tonight. Boaty smokes cannabis after 1300 hours. I really don't. I had my history with cannabis. When I was a kid, when I was a student, everybody seemed to think it was cool. When I became a singist, people that worked for me, with me, people that I hung around with, they thought it was cool. Bit of peer pressure. I had one puff on a joint, and I thought that's not cool at all. And yeah, no. My one and only encounter with drugs of any nature, other than alcohol and nicotine, yeah, not for me. Not for me. And I mean, each to their own, and you know, we're all adults and we all make our own choices. But I've hung around with people that use excessive alcohol. I've hung around with people who are whatever you call them, people who habitually smoke marijuana. I've hung around with people who use cocaine. I've hung around with people who use heroin, blah, blah, blah. And they tend not to be people that you want to hang around with, quite honestly. And I thought, I don't want to be one of those people. Don't get me wrong. And I don't, yeah. Oh, big old wine, but oh, God. I love a ciggy woo until the doctor tells me that I've got something horrible and I need to stop. And I did stop earlier this year, and it was okay. God knows I love my glass of wine or bottle of wine, as it invariably is. But yeah, anything else? No, no. I mean, Richard used to use coke, and he was a dick when he was on coke. And the people that I know who use marijuana, they can be dicks too. And I just don't really want to be a dick. Anyway, piss down all day here in Wales. How unusual. Right, I'm just whizzing through because it is time to go to bugger off, darlings. I'm quite peckish and I'm a little bit tired, which I shouldn't be because I had a lie in. But quite honestly, I fancy a goodly portion of staff curry and bed. That would work well for me. Anyone know the channel Will's Whereabouts? I do, Dan. It was the first thing I watched when I very first looked at eBay. That's what got me into the whole thing. I've told the story before. I don't watch them anymore. Haven't done for ages and ages and ages, but I did. Yes, the good nights are all flying in. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. You weren't born. Emily, you weren't born. Bloody hell. Gosh, you are young. God, we're on to the Twin Towers now. I remember that day. Right, if we're talking about 9/11, then I remember that day with incredible clarity. I know where I was, who I was with, and I know the business that I lost because of it. Blimey. It has been a bit of a serious night, hasn't it? But we need these. We're here every night, and not every night is going to be fun and hilarity because sometimes real life kicks in. But oh, Emma, yeah, staff curry was off the menu, but I negotiated before he had to stop cooking. I negotiated some extra portions, so I'm covered. Tonight is the last one, is it? Oh no, but then I'm okay for tonight. I'm okay for tonight. I negotiated an extra supply, and touch wood, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I've negotiated something for next week, but we'll see if that works out over the weekend. Right then, darlings, it is gone midnight. So, thank you all for your company. Thank you for letting me be part of this amazing community that you guys make happen every night. I'm really grateful just to be part of it. Thank you very much. Let me wish you a safe and peaceful night and a good day ahead. May it bring joy, may it bring pleasure, but at the very least, may it be manageable in terms of physical pain, emotional pain, mental health issues, anything else that you care to name. Um, have the best day that you possibly can. The candle will be relit tomorrow night, Thursday Night Live. Please join me and all of us again if you possibly can. Can't wait to see you then. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. And yeah, sleep tight. And on that note, pachoo! And indeed, oh, bosh. Night, darlings.